So we
and
could,
it's like
do something.
just lying around somewhere. So yeah, if you remind me at some point, I will find it.
Yeah, sorted. No worries. So, yeah, that'll be cool. Right, based on that then, insert royalty-free sound here. That's not necessarily going to be the case. This is the Immaterial Gamers podcast. My name is Ryan, otherwise known as Notimagain, and I'd like have a confession to make. I didn't introduce myself whatsoever last episode.
Nope.
So, based on that, I will introduce myself again at the end of the episode, just to catch up. So that'll work there. This is being recorded on the 7th of October 2018, and we're 7 days into October, and everywhere is now full of Christmas stuff.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
So it's all great. I've already complained to Asda and Tesco, and I got a funny response back from Tesco, so that backfired.
So
Ooh.
what did he say?
I went and complained about mince pies.
Mince pies, why?
The fact that they're being sold in October, but then
yeah.
also the fact that the date doesn't keep.
Ah,
So they don't even last until Christmas.
that's no good, is it? There's a good point to complain about. I give you that.
So yeah, I sent them there, and I went to Asda and I said it, and they just completely flat out blanked me. So I went to Tesco and said that they've been accused of the
Mince pies.
holiday overeagerness.
Ah.
To which they actually responded by pleading guilty.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So yeah, I forgot that Tesco's social media is very good, and I don't know if I actually told that last week or not. I don't know. Yeah, a story good enough telling twice is a very good story. So let's introduce everyone this week. So first of all, I've got two of my regulars. I have got the man from the good old north of Bolton via Eastern Europe. It's Darius.
Hello, everyone.
And I've got our good old military gamer himself. It's Stephen, it's the General.
Hey everyone.
And I have a new person this week.
Hey!
Oh, he's introducing himself very, very eagerly, which is more eager than his WoW leveling.
Oh, I knew that was going to come up. But, hi everyone. My name is Adam, and I am Fret. And we're going to talk about my leveling skills. Pretty much
No.
everyone's going off on it. Basically,
Giving him the option to defend.
Yeah.
He's chosen to do so.
Right. So when I first started playing World of Warcraft, which was near vanilla, anyway, I've always played the game for years and years, but never got to the end of leveling. I've always got close, but never finished one. And I think 3 or 4 patches came out of like Burning Crusade, and you've got Ice Crown and everything like that. You know. So anyway, I ended up leveling about 5 or 6 characters all at the same time, which I think is a brilliant idea. Now everyone on my social media disagree with me. They think it's daft and I should stick to one, but I get bored in playing of the same character, so I swap between them. Now I have about 4 or 5, 110 and 120 now because of the new patch, but I still get ripped for it today. But am I wrong for doing it? No, I disagree with them all.
Okay, well, we'll add that onto the Immaterial Gamers Twitter account. Is it wrong for Adam to want to multi-level as opposed to level 1 character? I don't know. You see, I can see where you're coming from. This idea of wanting to,
Level up as many characters as you can as you go along.
to have them all. But my concern is at that point is, do you not like the end of games?
I like games that are ongoing like World of Warcraft is. I just don't like finishing to the end because I've played a character to the end and I finally get there and there's nothing else to do besides doing world quests, world bosses and stuff like that and raiding, which is great, don't get me wrong. But when you're doing the same dungeon over and over and over, it gets competitive and you get bored and you only need this like one piece of gear to be epic. And I just get bored of it too easily. That's why I go through different characters, because there's different storylines to each character, especially with the Death Knights and the Demon Hunters, which I quite like. I love Death Knights to pieces. I think they're amazing. I love them as a hero class. But at the same time, I get bored playing it because when you get to the end, that's it. There's nothing else to do. Once you've got everything, you've got all your gear and that. And then later on, they'll bring out a new patch, and that's it. You're swapping your epics for greens, and it's depressing.
I see where you're getting at here. So it means if you never get the epics in the first place, then you don't get disappointed by the fact that they turn back into greens.
Exactly. Which I like right now. I'm leveling my war clock, and I am not worried about swapping my purples for greens because the purples weren't that good. So getting these greens ones, which are better, which doesn't bother me, I feel better about myself. I feel like it's an ongoing story carrying on, so I don't have to worry about getting the epic gear. But
Yeah.
all my other friends, including you, Ryan, disagree.
Yep. Yep. I'm always the idea of focusing on one thing.
Yeah.
That's just me. But no, credit to you. That'll be, it's a good alternative way of playing WoW.
Oh yeah.
Do Darius and Steve agree on that? Would you say?
Well, go on, Steve.
Yeah, well, for me, I always level one character and then work on the next one and the next one and the next one. It's generally how I've always done it with Diablo or anything like that. I never really thought about leveling multiple characters at the same time. It just seems a lot more extra work, really, for me.
Yeah. God, we better not ever show Adam Dragon Age Origins. Actually, have you played it?
Yes, I did. I used to play the. I think it was the first one that came out, where you become a Grey Warden.
Yeah, you played every origin story, didn't you, before choosing a character?
Pretty much. Well, I did. I had played it, and I didn't think I'd get that far into it. I got pretty far, and then I just stopped playing it. I don't know why I stopped playing it. I think Dragon Age 2 came out, and then I played a bit of that, and I just kept getting tired of it. It wasn't satisfying me. It wasn't much of a challenge afterwards. We got so far into it, some things just wasn't exciting for me anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I think for myself, I like games where it gives me more of a challenge. Like Dark Souls, for example. My God, everyone's played Dark Souls. That is a challenge in its own making, and that is solid. I still play it now and again, and I can't ever get past it. Can't complete it.
I think Bloodborne's harder, but yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a few games that I like to play which were more like player versus player, like Hunt Showdown. I'm looking forward to playing Fallout 76. That's going to be amazing. Battle Royale games, PUBG, stuff like that, which I'm looking forward to playing because I get excited to fight another person and show off my skills.
There we go then. So that concludes the defense/introduction portion for Adam. So that all works. And just to confirm as well, my name's Ryan, otherwise known as Notimagain, and that was my second introduction. So that should all sort that out as well. So let's move on to the good old schedule that we always do, and let's look at the games that we've actually been playing this week. And let's start with Darius. Have you finished Vampire yet?
Nope. I have kind of stuck on the last or second to last act of the game. Basically, I'm fighting a boss and I cannot beat him. I'm level 25, he's level 35. And
any farming that you can do on that?
Well, let's say I cannot really leave the area where I already am.
Oh.
And there is no actual farming unless I want to kill the people living in the town.
Hard decision to make then.
Yeah, so it's either me trying to beat him in some kind of odd way, or deleting the game, basically.
No.
Restarting
Stagger
over.
saves.
Oh, not good. Just kill everyone in the town. Hopefully that's enough.
Yeah, no, this seems like the most important game to use the function of stagger saving, which is to actually never overwrite any of your saves.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's how I've always done it on Fallout or Skyrim.
Been doing that with Pathfinder recently, but I'll talk about that a little bit later.
So yeah, I'm still trying to finish the Vampire. If if the boss lets me, I should finish it tonight. And yeah, well, and the most annoying thing about that game is there's no fast travel.
Oh god,
Oh God.
that just reminded me of something I've been playing actually. I'll talk about that later as well.
Because I've had a kind of like a 2-3 weeks, if not 4 weeks gap,
Mm.
you know, a break playing the vampire. And when I get into it, it was why I have to spend 20 minutes walking from one end to the other end of the map. I want fast travel.
Don't you have like a horse or a way of getting there quicker?
Well, I would assume if I'm a vampire, I could turn myself into a bat
Yeah, that would be
and
a good,
Yeah.
fly
really good thing
over,
to do.
isn't it? But no, unfortunately, nothing like that. Don't take me wrong, the world is not as big as in Skyrim, The Witcher, Fallout 4, or etc. But still, it takes you reasonable amount of time to go to places.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think I only played Heroes of the Storm and a little bit of Destiny.
Mm.
Oh, I do like Destiny.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's kind of entitling into the previous thread. I prefer have one character on Destiny, which is maximum level, etc., the best gear whatsoever.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then, if I have a time, I can do my second character.
Yeah.
But
Well-
I have to make sure I have that one for end game stuff.
Yeah, I understand with that. Mind you, I have actually do the same thing that I do in World of Warcraft on Destiny as well. So
Oh, no.
I have a Titan and a Hunter and a Warlock. My
Yeah.
Warlock's my main, but my other two, I just use them for now and then.
Warlocks for life.
Oh,
I've got one of each. Titan main though.
Oh, Titans.
Hey,
Warlocks.
Yeah.
No,
If you
no,
can-
go.
if you can go halfway off the edge of the map and still shoot yourself back onto it, unlike the other classes, then you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, I give you that. Yeah, but
The,
you
the
just
Super Smash Brothers way of
Yeah.
getting onto maps in Destiny, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, but the cool thing about Warlocks is we get this big massive energy ball that you just
Yeah.
launch and
I know.
everything in that area is just obliterated, which is kind of epic.
That's one of my favourite parts of playing a warlock. When I get my Nova Bomb.
Oh, I love it. Something so satisfying about sending one of them big bad boys off and everyone just like skies.
Yeah, and then they all shoot you afterwards, which, yeah.
Yeah,
So I am the only hunter here.
pretty much.
Yes.
Oh, hunters. The endangered species of Destiny.
I don't know. I mean,
Except when you're in the Crucible, where they all fucking hang out.
Yeah, and just bitch slap everyone. Mind my language.
Yeah.
you know why they
Yeah.
always hang out in the Crucible, right? Their new arc abilities. Well, is it the arc one or is it the new one?
Yeah, it's like the Arc
The-
Quarterstaff or the Golden Gun and stuff like that. It's just like...
They're pretty unbeatable in Crucible when they've powered up doing the supers. I forget which super it is. Going up against one of my friends the other day and we just couldn't kill him. Multiple
Oh.
headshots just wouldn't take him down. Even my shield couldn't take him down because I tend to play with the void ability as a Titan.
Who would have thought, as the three classes in Destiny, the Bullet Sponge would be the Hunter?
Yeah.
Mm.
You wouldn't think
Well-
it, would you?
No,
No.
no, weedy little... Anyway, my rage of Hunters notwithstanding, is that everything on your side then, Darius?
Yes, I would say so for this week.
Okie dokie. No worries.
Unfortunately.
Well, we will long for the day when we hear the end of the vampire story.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So we will just keep going for that one. Maybe just make it a thread of the podcast. You know, who knows? Right, stay.
Not really much different this week as opposed to the previous weeks.
Mm.
Play a bit Destiny 2 before I joined the podcast this morning, just now. Of course, when I've had time, I've played a bit of EU4 like always. which leads me on to another topic,
Yep.
which we can either bring up now or later. I told you about it yesterday. I'm going to start doing some recording for it.
Woo! Gameplay footage.
Yes.
Get in.
More
So
gameplay
I'll start putting it
footage.
on the YouTube channel soon. So everyone, if you're listening, just look forward to that. My only thing is, I still haven't decided which nation to play as on the stream. Yeah, other than that, not really much else different with me this week. EU4 and Destiny 2, that's the main two.
Fair enough. But yeah, look forward to some long campaign let's plays of EU4.
Yeah.
So that'll be good to go. Adam,
Yay.
it's your turn, mate.
Right, well, I have a few things I've been playing at the moment. PUBG
Yes.
is one of them, and Fallout. And I played a bit of a game called SCUM, which is pretty good as well. I'll get to them anyway. So, playing PUBG, and I'm raging at the game. I'm getting shot left, right, and centre from nowhere. I'm like, what's going on? So I watched the death cams and that, and every time I watch a death cam, I seen this character tilt into one side. Now, I don't have a clue what the tilt is about. For some reason, everyone's just shooting on the side. Don't know why. I think it's something to do with, I don't know, bullet drop or something, or better aiming.
PUBG gangster style.
Yeah. Anyway, I was watching this video of me getting killed, and I was getting raged, because as he was shooting me, his crosshair was like, say about 5-10 feet away from me in his scope, and he's shooting at the floor on my screen, which I'm nowhere near. I'm not even in his line of sight of it, but the bullets keep hitting me, and then I die. So I end up getting so frustrated with it, I rage quit a few times because of it. And I feel like the game has quite a few hackers in there that just use simple things as like auto lock and all that, you know, snap out
Like
and that.
aimbots and stuff.
Yeah, aimbots and stuff. And it just gets me frustrated with it all, and it just frustrates me so much.
Yeah, well, we will get to that a little bit later on, because there's something that come up in the news about PUBG, but we will get to that a little bit later.
But we will do later. There is something else that I found out recently.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 servers are still ruined by hackers again.
Ah, classic. So an already poor game made worse.
Yeah.
Sorry,
challenge.
I have issues with the Call of Duty games, and to be honest, if I wanted to go and sit and describe the issues, we wouldn't be able to carry on the podcast, because that'd be all that'd be being talked about. However, yeah, yeah, that, like I said, I stopped ranting. So please, Adam, continue.
Oh, right. So that's the PUBG side of it. Now I've been playing Fallout. I've just started again. Not like World of Warcraft or anything like that. But anyway, I started playing World of I'm 100% sure. So playing Fallout, I started again, and I thought, do you know what? I'll try it on survival. Now I've started to play it on survival, and oh my god, it is so hard. I have never experienced it. It's crazy. You come up to a simple raider and you just get obliterated, and you would have a pipe gun, and you'd be like, how the hell have I died so quick? And like before, you can't fast travel. You can't save the game while you're on the go. You have to go to your bed to save the game. But if you die, you start back up where you last saved. So as far as you say, like you've done, you killed a few bosses and now you got a load of gear and you're buzzing, you got through the story quite far, and then you die, you have to start all over again where you last saved, where you've been sleeping and that. That was a bit annoying. You can't fast travel to your bed either. You've got to keep on top of your food and your water, which is not too hard, but it does get a bit annoying. You do get some perks that do help, and then a lot of bad perks that do not help. But at the moment, I'm really enjoying it. But I can't decide on which one I'm going to go for in Fallout with the factions, because they're all too good. I can't pick between them. I'm struggling for myself. Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah, but that's just Brotherhood of Steel. They've all turned out to be a bit of a like bad guys near enough. The Enclave, I've not really seen any Enclave in the game yet, so I don't know if they exist yet. Don't know if you guys know if there's any Enclave in it.
In Fallout 4,
Yeah.
don't think there is any, no.
Alright, okay, that's good
I
then.
don't think so. Can't
Uh,
remember.
what else? Have any of you come up to the talking Deathclaw yet?
No.
No.
No, there's a Deathclaw you could probably talk to, or like go up close and not be attacked. I think I've seen it once, but I can't remember where it was.
Mm,
I'm not sure about that one.
no. All I know is that there's the Warcraft Fallout 4 mod where you can change all the Deathclaws to look like Macho Man Randy Savage.
I don't know which one's more scary now.
Well, imagine coming up against a Deathclaw and just hearing, "Oh yeah,
That would be pretty epic.
It would.
Bonesaw is ready."
But there's another game that I've been playing, which is only in alpha still, which is SCUM. I don't know if you've ever played it.
I know of it, that's it.
I have heard of it, and yeah, it's got some opinions.
Well, at the moment, it's quite a good game because of the fact that it's like DayZ, right? So you get the same aspects of zombies and survival. Now, it's like a better version of DayZ, and the zombies are not zombies. What's the word for them?
Infected.
No, they're not even infected. It's like they've got a microchip on the back of their head, which is red, glows red when they've died. So the person who died on the floor comes back, but he's not infected and he doesn't bite you. You don't turn into a zombie or anything like that. He's just like possessed.
Controlled.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a robot on the back of his head. Now,
That's basically like the film Upgrade.
yeah, which I thought was a bit crazy. The thing is with the game is, it's great. It plays really well. There's hardly any glitches. The only thing that you have a downside to is that there's not a lot of people on the game. You don't see that many people around because the map's so big. You could go anywhere in the map and not see anyone for ages. You could be playing it for about 3 or 4 hours and not see anyone. But they've been putting more and more weapons in, more and more guns and ammunition and stuff like that. Like, they actually reached to a point where they've actually got, a million kills in the game, and everyone got a reward of a golden desert eagle, which was really good. Funny thing is, you can't find the golden desert eagle on the floor, right? Which is kind of crazy. So the only way to get it is you have to actually take a crap.
You what?
Yes, you have to have a crap and pee.
You have to take a Deagle to get a Deagle.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Which I thought was crazy because I was talking about this to everyone on the game. Like, I've got a Desert Eagle, I'm buzzing off it. Has anyone got any clips? Everyone's saying, no, the clip's not even in yet, but we've got the rounds. So it was like, oh, what's the point of having a Desert Eagle if you've got no clip? So I was like, right, okay. So I needed to go toilet on the game, so I went to a tree, started having a crap, and next minute, boom, there it appears, Golden Desert Eagle. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I thought, I've hit gold here, literally.
This is an odd situation.
Yeah! I was like, wow, what's happened here? Why do I shit out a golden gun? And it's like, well, it's just because we've hit 1 million kills. I was like, oh, right, okay. That's fine.
I'm
still-
loving this. I'm loving the little storyline implications on that. Though it's just like, yes, we live in a world where you can literally shit out a gun.
Exactly, and it was gold. Gold. I was like, oh, this is amazing. It looked amazing on the game. It's a brilliant game to play. It's better with friends, you see. You can talk to other people over mic in the game. The thing is, there's these robots in the game at the moment, which are very hard to kill. They're literally solid to kill because the amount of bullets you would have to go through just to take one down is ridiculous, like 600 rounds. And finding that many rounds is not easy. They're scattered all over. You've got to survive against I'd say undead. And then you've got the robots that shoot you from miles away because they can see you day or night and they can hit you pretty well. But you need to go in these danger zones where these robots are to get the ammo. And not just that, you'll have other players around you, watching you, sniping you from distances without you even knowing. And you got everything against you, really. It's really good to play, though. I love it. I quite like it. The stuff that you can do. But,
Cool. So that's
everything.
So you're saying that's in alpha at the moment. Have they got a projected launch, you reckon, or?
No, I've not seen anything so far. They will be bringing. Well, actually, tell that they actually brought out a new part of it where you can tell the time now. Everyone comes with a watch, digital watch.
good.
The watch will be able to start doing other things, but they've not put it in yet. But they are slowly bringing things in as you play. So say next week or something, they might put a new bit of armor on, or bit of new clothing, or new things that you can find, new guns and stuff. It's like they've got night vision there, but there is hard to find the night vision. I've not come across it yet myself, but there is some out there somewhere. But and they do have a player versus player team deathmatch and stuff, which is quite good. But hardly anyone plays it for some reason. Don't know why.
Probably because they want to explore the big map full of the non-zombies
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Oh,
and shitting out a Deagle.
Yeah, but they have like a scoring system. You get these things called fame points. So each time you've killed a zombie, or you've killed another player, or you killed a robot, your points go up. You get to a leaderboard, and there's something going to happen with all these points. You get these drones that fly around, come and find you, and they just hover and record you. It's like a TV show they've done it as. So that's what it's like. It is really good.
Fair dues.
I can't wait for it to actually fully come out.
Yeah. And then everyone can all get their 15 minutes of fame by killing people.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually probably not a good thing to say in this current climate, but well. Oh, well, what can you do? Well, I haven't actually played anything new this week. So I'll just briefly talk about what I have been playing repeatedly since. So I played more of The Crew 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
And did some more racing. I started learning a couple of other disciplines now. So when I was playing it last week, I was doing street racing. I was doing jet boat sprinting, powerboat racing, and aerobatics. I'm now doing motocross, which is always nice on there because each discipline actually feels different. So on motocross, because you're riding on a little bike and you're riding on, silly bumps all over the place, you actually have to manage the body weight of the rider over and over again. So yay, I get to not fall off on my face. So that's a good one. What else? Doing drifting.
Oh, everyone was a bit drifting.
Yeah, last time I did drift properly though was on Need for Speed Underground 2.
Amazing game, love it.
Which was great because I sat there in my highly souped up Vauxhall Corsa 1.8 litre.
I'm sorry. A Vauxhall, come on.
Yeah, screw the Nissan Skylines, screw the Mazda MX-5s and all that stuff. Souped up Vauxhall Corsa had the best balance, had a good top speed. Okay, its acceleration was what could be classed as poor.
Crap. Just call it crap.
Yeah, but no, in terms of Drift X, and stuff like that, no, unbeatable.
I got
completely
to say,
unbeatable.
The Mazda RX-8 in the game was amazing for me. I thought that was great for drifting. When you had to do it.
Yeah, once you got over the fact that it was rear-wheel drive and it would just constantly spin out all over the place, it was it was great.
You just have to get your skills involved and practice.
Get skills. I wonder if I still got the memory card with my 1.8 on there. Because if I do, I need to bring that back.
I forgot about all that. Memory cards now.
Yeah, I know. Just storage on hard drives now. That's all you need.
Exactly.
But so that was in comparison to the sprinting that I was the drifting I was doing on the Crew 2. if you want your car to just fall all over the place as gracelessly as an eagle catching a mouse in broad daylight while there is a man with a shotgun behind it, then yeah, drifting on the Crew 2 is my type of thing. Because I will just flail into every barrier, knock down every lamppost, get intimate with every turning sign. It was brilliant.
Getting really close
yeah.
with the crowd, are you?
Yeah, well, the crowd in that game, yeah. I'm on a sanctioned drift event. There are barriers everywhere, and there is some fucking moron stood in the middle of the road flailing his arms around, wondering why he's nearly getting ran over by a BMW M5.
Oh god.
But yeah.
10 points if you hit him.
Well, no, because what actually happened was he just clips through the car, and I lose my combo because I'm distracted, realizing that I'm not playing Carmageddon. But yeah, so I've been doing that on the Crew. I've been playing more Yakuza, so nothing better than just being able to just chill out in a day by kicking the shit out of tons and tons of Japanese gangsters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, best way to spend your afternoon.
Yeah. So I'm on a storyline point on Yakuza Kiwami 2 where the bad guys have been revealed, kind of. Well, they've been revealed, but the motives aren't clear. It's always the same with Yakuza games, but that's what makes them fun.
Yeah.
And then in terms of my Pathfinder Kingmaker campaign that I'm running at the moment on Steam, my party has died a lot.
Oh, Jesus. What now?
They've been captured. They've been gored by a boar. They've been killed by a giant treant bear. They've been killed quite a few times, and that's when I realised that the AI of the characters meant all they were doing was auto-attacking and not using their limited-use spells, ever.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, I've got Burning Hands. I'm not going to use it, because I've only got 3 uses of it. But I've got them. I'll get in the fucking fight and use them then.
It's crap when that happens, isn't it?
So, yeah, change the AI settings, and there we go.
Nice.
But yeah, I think I have nearly caught up with the final fight with the Stag Lord. That's the
Great
that's
name
the
to
main. That is the Bandit King of the first quest that I've got to do. So I'm just waiting for some mystical fog to clear, and then I'm gonna go and take the antlers off that fucker.
Good idea. Hopefully you will do it.
Yeah, but if I'm still playing that next week, there'll be an update then. Actually, not next week, because I won't be around, but that'll be something else to sort out. But, yeah, and that's the games I've been playing. So has anyone else had any other games before we go ahead, or shall I just move on to news?
Well, I'll give you a quick, 4 minutes of this. I've just started to play Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. I got it on Steam. For £11, It was on a deal. I thought it was a great deal. That. Anyway, I've been playing it, and it's just like the other one, basically like the old one. The difference is every time I play in it, all the orcs have a Cockney accent to it all, and I don't know why. Why do all the orcs have Cockney accents to them all? It's crazy.
Go on, we'll have you.
Yeah, pretty much. And I find it really difficult to play because there's so many
accents.
It's
a bit of a bad one.
I don't think about it too much. I just go and kill him. That's it.
That's the thing. Do you know, like if you were fighting the one guy that you need to kill, right, with a one orc, right, you're fighting him, and a horn goes off, more orcs come, and then another pack of orcs come, and then you've got like 3 or 4 bosses around you, and you're like, come on, I'm one guy, and you've got an army around me, and you've got to fight them all off. And there's always someone with a bow or a spear thrown at you, and it knocks you down, and it puts you out of it, and you're thinking, oh god, there we go, I've just died again. Now everyone who I've been trying to kill have ranked up, and the people who killed you always end up getting stronger and stronger, so it's harder to fight them, because all the stuff that you tried to do to kill them in the first place will not work on them again. So it's driving me up the wall with it all. But, all in all, still a good game. And I'm looking forward to carry on playing it and hopefully getting further into the storyline and actually find out what happens at the end.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's good, and I'm hoping there wasn't just some random sounds of a video going there, because that was just me trying to get the news sorted.
Well,
Which
I had nothing but just my squeaky chair. It might have been that.
oh good, no, that's good. No, it's just an auto-playing video on the IGN article that was just looking at. I was just pricking. Cut. No, I was just picking up the news now that we're there, and we've got about 3 or 4 stories to look at, and about about 20 to 30 minutes to have a quick look at them. It shouldn't take that long though. So let's start with Telltale news.
Yep.
In a sense. So yeah.
Some positive news.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll look at as always, I hate positivity.
Yay.
No, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. But no, bad news very quickly was that 25-person skeleton crew working at Telltale, it's even less than that.
No, I'm about the other news.
Yeah, no.
The more
I know.
happy
I just wanted to. It was just leading into what I'm about to say. There. Yeah. So the bad news was Telltale have lost even more employees, just almost confirming its collapse. However, good news for those who actually bought Telltale's Walking Dead: The Final Season, because it's got a new home.
Oh, I have some massive news to tell you.
Oh.
Right. Anyone a big fan of The Walking Dead?
Wow. Okay. We know it exists.
Right. So
I'm a fan, but not that big anymore.
right. Well, there's a character called Herschel.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I know what
He
you're going to go on about.
Yeah. Well, I've just found out on social media on my Facebook, and I found out the character who plays as Herschel has passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Right, at 76, I think he is. And
Yeah.
to me, it was a big shock to me because I found out he's just died. I don't know how he's died. I've not read into it yet, but I'm going to be reading into it later on. But it's kind of a big shock because they were doing what was it called now? It was like 4 days after it was launched or something.
Yeah.
Check. But I can't believe he's gone. The Walking Dead's going to be well.
Oh.
I don't know what's going to happen now.
Oh,
The
you
cast are
didn't-
going to be depressed about it, so they're talking about the final episode coming up as well, the final season, I should say, which is going to be a bit shocking, because I was hoping for The Walking Dead to carry on. It was a good
Yeah.
storyline and that, but, I mean, I'm just a bit disappointed that it'll be going.
I should have known him from Amazon's TV show Bosch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the members in that, because it was a tribute by Bosch himself, Titus Welliver.
I can't believe he's gone. He was a good actor, him as well. I liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So we go back to that good news now that we've had that really depressing news. And that Skybound,
Yep.
the
Skybound have all the
web
rights
production and game production house,
to,
have picked up and will make sure that Walking Dead: The Final Season will actually complete.
Mm.
So
yeah.
so that'll be good. Anyone who still plays Telltale games and has not got mad.
I think
there
I've
we go.
got a few on my phone at the moment.
I think a lot of people got mad though. I saw loads of people demanding refunds when the studio initially shut down, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bad. I mean, I'm still looking at some of the stories on there that apparently, what do you reckon, in minutes, what do you reckon the time was between being told that they were going to be fired and then being told to leave?
Pretty much instantly, I'd say.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
Wow,
guys,
that's-
we're going to have to let you go. Get your shit and leave.
Well, that's not very good of him, is it?
no.
No.
Oh.
But this was apparently the problem the entire time, so
What were they doing to make it so bad at home?
just hemorrhaging money.
Mm.
That's just all, that's all it is, really.
They were spending too much money trying to get different projects, and of course it cost them because they didn't make enough returns from the games.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's my leveling system, but they're using it in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Same effect.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the statement that came through from Skybound said that they've taken ownership and they will finish the season, and then Skybound will work with members of the original Telltale's team to finish the story in a way that the fans deserve.
Good.
So
The fans deserve
yeah.
all the goodness out of it all.
I just wonder whether it will be like they will just finish The Walking Dead, or they keep the people and they make them to carry on with different projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's possible.
That'd be the ideal solution, should we say?
Yeah.
They finish
Yeah.
off The Walking Dead and then they keep on the staff that they've taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice, but it's just with the games industry being as volatile as it is.
Yeah.
Skybound themselves are just going to have to be careful, aren't they, that they don't. I mean, Skybound is more than just the games side, isn't it? Because it's a comic book thing and does web content along with the games. So, it's going to take more than just a small issue to set them off. But it's just something to keep hold of, really, and to just make sure that they actually finish. I mean, like I say, I'm not really a fan of The Walking Dead, but I did like Telltale's way of telling stories, even if it did become a little like derivative by the end of it.
I thought The Walking Dead was brilliant, to be honest. I know a lot of people disagree. A lot of people say, "Oh, Game of Thrones is better than The Walking Dead." But to me, I think The Walking Dead on its own has been one of the best telltales of anything, the undead, basically, any zombie film or anything like that. And they turned it to a program which has pretty much gripped a lot of people, like myself. I've got the box set. I love the storyline to it all. I think it's brilliant. I'm just a bit gutted that there's not going to be more of it. Well, I hope there will be. I would like, say for example, everything happens at the end of season 8, and a few of the characters from the first season are carrying on, like Carl, for example, is carrying on his life. Carl. And he ends up carrying on the story, because that would be pretty interesting to see how far they actually go, because obviously the zombie apocalypse is happening, everyone's fighting for resources. At the end of it, someone's going to be on top of it. But what's going to happen after they've done all that? What happens if everyone's safe? Yeah, are they actually going to come across more zombies, or are they going to, find more settlements, build up a city? That's what I want to see. I want to see the end of that.
Yeah, that and many more questions, I reckon, which will happen over all universes, games, comics, and TV series. But we'll see there. So you were talking about hacking.
Yeah.
Being rife in PUBG.
Yeah.
I feel that PUBG Core, or Bluehole, or PlayerUnknown and his motley crew, I hope they're going to try and figure out better ways other than what they've actually done.
Yeah.
Which is the recent update that they've done, which is in this Eurogamer article, where they've decided to get rid of server selection for matchmaking. So, PC Update 22 made it so that your server or region was decided based on the player's local region. Now, so that means you couldn't just sit there and jump into... In theory, you couldn't just jump into a North American game. I mean, why would you? Because lag. But, there's points where a few of you would end up on, we're taking to example, it could be you, Adam, it could be me, and let's say Terry from Canada.
Yeah.
We could all end up in a matchmaking, and he could want to play with us, and we'd just, we'd play in our EU servers.
Yeah.
But they've got rid of that completely. Because what it would do, it would automatically decide, if you're in a group of 2 Europeans and a Canadian, the system itself would decide what the best region to play on is.
Yeah.
Which, would normally be good, but apparently it's ended up backfiring in the fact that, let's just say in our example here, that the 2 EU players suddenly ended up playing in the Canadian server.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it's not worked very
Not very well. No. It sounds a terrible idea what they've done.
Yeah, choice. That choice was a good thing, and especially given the fact that apparently, the Chinese are getting blamed again.
No, the Chinese get blamed for everything, though.
Yeah, in this case, they're getting blamed for the hacking that led to people wanting region locking in the first place.
It's been a joke, actually, when it comes to that. Because you can't say, oh, the Chinese hacked into PUBG. Have you got the proof to say they have? Where's the proof? You could get a hacker from England, you can get a hacker from Germany or Norway or wherever. Around the world, he could hack it. He could even be in America for all we know, and he hacked our servers or something like that. So I think with the whole servers being just located to one area, I think it's going to be daft. I think it's just going to ruin the game more.
Yeah.
Definitely harder to find a game.
Well, yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? What was supposed to be making it easier to find a game is now actually harder to do.
Yeah.
Which, is a complete... Well, it's a cock-up.
It is.
It's a complete backfire. That's exactly, what it was. And, yeah, especially when it's turning out that, like, Chinese... or this is what they're saying. Chinese hackers are actually managing to get into the Western games anyway. Which, at that point, puts all arguments for doing the region locking out the window. They're just thrown out the window. It's not working. So roll it back, try and find a better way of doing it, and
see where they go from there.
Yeah, pretty much. So, that'll go. But from one battle royale game to the other, we go to Fortnite.
Oh no, not Fortnite.
Yes. Welcome to our obligatory Fortnite section of the podcast, where
Please
this
don't
week
make it
we
obligatory
talk...
in the future.
What?
Please don't make it obligatory in the future.
hey, it's the news. It's the news. It's what happens. What's the problem with playing a battle royale game where you can create stuff a la Minecraft and
Oh, there's nothing wrong with playing There's nothing wrong with a battle royale game. It's Fortnite. Fortnite is death. It's the one that's popular, the one that everyone wants to play.
Basically,
like,
it's because everyone's flossing in your workplace, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That's not the point.
I think they just took the idea of, you know what, forget it, we'll just craft in the game more than we'll actually shoot each other. That's what I think has ruined the game.
Maybe. But, no, apparently people, let's just get straight into the news here, that there is going to be currently an event coming soon called the Supporter Creator event, which allows people to, or allows fans of particular creators, streamers, video makers, cosplayers, all that sort of stuff, to get money based on the purchases of the in-game currency, the fake currency, V-Bucks. So they'll be able to support, according to the article from Kotaku, they'll be able to support creators by adding a epic tag in the supporter creator menu, and then creator will earn money based on the amount of V-Bucks spent in the store by people supporting them. So their example on this is that creators will earn about £3.80 for every 10,000 V-Bucks that are spent. I don't know what 10,000 V-Bucks are.
It'll be like coins, won't it, or something?
Yeah, honest. No, but I mean, I don't know how much that is in terms of, sort of like how much 10,000 V-Bucks is in real world money. But we can always do a quick bit of research. You'll just have to bear with me because of the
1,000 V-Bucks is £8.
£8. All right, okay. So for every £8 spent on a creator, they will earn £3.80.
So ideally, 10,000 V-Bucks is 80 quid.
Whoa, 10,000 V-Bucks is 80 quid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe that's not as good as I thought it was then.
Sorry. You get 10,000 V-Bucks plus 3,500 extra for 80 quid. There you go.
Right, okay, that's not actually as good as I thought it was then.
No.
I mean to be fair,
it's
that's
no fortune for something which you're gonna basically, you're paying for pixels, isn't it?
Yeah. But I guess actually now that I think about it, that it's not that someone has to spend 80 quid on that creator in total. Because if the whole bunch of people spend £80 worth supporting a creator, that creator will earn £3.80.
Yeah, but how many people play Fortnite?
A lot.
Millions.
Exactly. So if millions are playing it, the person who created that bit of work, he's going to earn quite a bit of money. It might not be a lot, but if he's a streamer himself and he created the world for him, I think it might double his money just because he's on a stream.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's probably the thing, isn't it? I mean, they have explained the rules for it as well. Is that you can't, not just anyone can just be a creator. I mean, they have to have basically created something to do with Fortnite at least once in the last 30 days.
So you got
that's something as simple as streaming to something as complicated as creating a music video. But they do that, and then they need to have 1,000 or more followers on a major social media platform. So any of them.
Yeah.
And then they also have a code of conduct that basically states that they must be respectful. They must use official Fortnite names for all weapons, outfits, points of interest, and items. No nicknames of Fortnite stuff.
Yeah.
And the usual don't engage in hate speech, threats, spam, harassment,
racism, sexual assaults, and everything like that.
Yeah. So don't be a YouTuber. I kid. I kid. Or don't be overly commercial or spammy. Apparently.
Yeah.
Spammy. Yeah. So don't keep saying, hey, support me, guys. No, please, can you support me? Anyone? Please support me.
Nope.
No, sorry, mate. No, I'm not going to spoil you on this one. No.
Okay, fair enough. It's alright, I'm not playing Fortnite anyway, so that's fine.
I've give Fortnite a good go, and I'm be honest, I don't like it.
It doesn't interest me. It seems too gimmicky for me, and just it's full of kids, so I just rather not play it.
It's Fortnite, full of kids.
Yeah, it is.
What an advertisement.
Also the reason for multiple divorces in America, but there you go.
Well, are you trying to be topical there?
A little bit. It's been defined as the reason for a couple of divorces across a couple of cases in the States.
Oh, yes, actually, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so please, can you just, describe the reason for your annulment? He fucking won't get off Fortnite. I don't care if he wants to be top 20.
Come on, it is pretty much like World of Warcraft back in the day. People lost their relationships over World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I can understand why they've done that. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. No, it is an odd one. But, just love each other. Or, failing that, just, play.
Have you seen some of the videos that they did for World of Warcraft where the boyfriend's gone out to get some milk from the shops in America, and his girlfriend's come back, deleted all his characters, and logged it all off, and he came back in, logged on, noticed all his characters gone, so he shut it all down, rebooted it all, and he couldn't believe it, so he ends up getting enraged, and then smashes his screen, punches it so hard that his fist nearly went through it, and then kicks everything off, and then his missus comes out and tells him that she deleted all the characters. To me, I would be fuming if my girlfriend did that. Probably won't break my computer or anything, but I would be fuming.
I know, all those characters you nearly finished leveling.
I know, I need to keep them characters.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, how many of them is it?
6.
Well, how many have we got? Let's see. You can have, is it 10? 10 in the actual server?
10 per realm?
Right, okay.
I've got like 9.
Wow. Can we just delete all of them and just leave your lowest level there?
Oh, no. No. It took me ages.
No, you see, you do the worst thing, Steve. You actually delete all but the ones at the highest level.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, you've got nothing to aspire to.
Yeah.
I tell you what, my first character I ever made, I have still got today. I've never deleted it. It is my warlock, and that was the first one I ever made, and never deleted it. The only thing I have done to it is change its name and sex, and that's it. Instead of being undead, I've chose to be a blood elf. That's it.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I've had it
there we
for
go.
10 years, something like that.
Long time. Right?
Wow,
Yeah.
it's almost nostalgic. It's almost an antique.
Yeah, it's vanilla, baby.
Basically, you've got the Game Boy of
World of
World
Warcraft.
of Warcraft characters.
Hmm.
And speaking of Game Boy, awkward segue. The last piece of news that we've got before we wrap up is one that Darius had shown, and it's Nintendo has patented a Game Boy case for our
smartphones.
good old phones.
Yeah.
They're a bit late for that, aren't
A little bit.
Well, a little bit techie,
they?
but yeah, who
Hang
wants
on.
to sit there and you want to play a Game Boy on your phone? You know you do.
Yeah, I would do.
I think
if
that's
it
a
had Pokemon.
good idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
But in the news feed, this is on Forbes. For those who want to have a look at the images of the patent that's been filed. Yeah, filed.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, I was right the first time. Yeah, but so there's a little case that you just put around your phone that would then use the haptic feedback on the phone
Yeah.
to act like a Nintendo Game Boy, like an old classic Game Boy. So yeah, your Pokemon and your Tetris.
Zelda. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be actually a really good idea if Nintendo decided to put gaming onto mobile phones, for example, like you're saying with the case and that. I think it'll be a lot better for phones because I play on my phone quite a lot and I'm always looking for a decent game to play, but every game that I play just doesn't add up to what I used to have.
and the bit to compare this to for me would be the fact that Sega, they once a month have been releasing an old classic game for free
Ooh.
to download for your smartphone. The problem is it's using smartphone controls. And it doesn't really work. It's just this. What the bottom left corner of the phone is where your D-pad would be, and it's like you'd have the A, B, and C buttons on the right-hand side of the phone, but there's no feedback on there because it's a touch screen.
I think
So you're not getting the same experience, and it's just a bit.
if they did say, for example, they made a controller to fit your phone, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
like it would be a good idea if you could just plug in one of the old joypads, say to your Samsung or something, and you can play the game. Then I think that would be a brilliant idea for them to do.
yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
But it's just like I say. I think you're right. It does seem to be more peripheral based.
Yeah.
Boost,
Ryan, words good.
Be doing a bit of DJing then.
Yeah, peripheral based. Yeah. No, having a peripheral or an attachment on the phone that would work in replacement of the on-screen touchpad.
Yeah, the on-screen touchpad is terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, would be good.
Nah.
But-
It's just not good at all. I play PUBG on there, and I'm absolutely wrecking people on it because I'm so used to playing games like that. But other people on the game, they can't shoot, they can't do anything because you're pushing your thumb across to like look at someone and you can't see them because your big fat thumb's in the way, and you're like,
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of the way.
PUBG for people without big fat thumbs.
Oh yes. It's like you have to have this skinny thumb or something.
Yeah, just like let's just be all PUBG. Flat Stanley's favourite game. Flat Stanley. You nearly fell through so much stuff while you were flat. And just to make sure none of my jokes go flat for the end of this, I think we will wrap this podcast up for this week. We're running over an hour, so that's seems to be par for the course these days. So like, share, subscribe on the YouTubes. We've got the Facebook page to follow. There's the Twitter account. I'll just add those in the descriptions. But also, we are now, we are now on a podcast RSS feed.
Yay.
So you'll be able to get audio
Yay.
versions of the podcasts. Means I can sit there and be a little bit cheeky with the video forms of the podcast in future to persuade people to actually look at them on YouTube as well as download them for their ear holes.
Shh, don't tell them that.
Yeah. But work that way. But also I have sent the YouTube or the podcast series over to iTunes to see if we can get approved from there.
Hopefully we will do.
Yeah, fingers crossed on that. Failing that, we'll just keep doing what we do and keep going.
Yeah.
And try again. But yeah, we're just working on stuff there. So yeah, with all that, look forward to more podcasts from ourselves. Look forward to the new videos that will be coming soon. And until next week, we will all see you then.
Can't wait to see everyone again.
Alright, thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank
All right,
you.
see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.